if you do not account for this in your Amazon FBA business, and if you are not tracking these, you may think that you are actually making money, but you are probably losing a lot of money. And as you saw in the title and in the thumbnail, maybe you noticed what it is. Maybe you realized what it is. But you know, like it is something that really sucks with Amazon. And actually, to experience it not too long ago, we are going to look at what is, and I'm not going to, you know what, I'm not going to tease you more. Returns are the worst part, and damaged customer returns are the worst part about selling on Amazon. I wanted to show this return particularly to show you that Amazon really do not care about you, and you should not care about Amazon. The only thing that should matter to you is your business, okay? So before we actually get into that, okay, and before we actually tell you, oh, you should actually compute for all this and make sure that you know your numbers and all that stuff. If you do not know me, my name is Chris Manguns. I release daily videos about selling on Amazon to help you become a 7-figure seller. And if you want more help, okay, if you want coaching, I offer group coachings. I have a group that is going to start soon. You can apply. Just get on a free call with me with the link in the description. If you are motivated to come on the group coaching, it's $100 a month. We are meeting every single week, and you have my direct contact if you have any questions. So yeah, you can just get on a call with me, a free call, to see, so I can see if you are motivated and if you should join the call. Okay, so without further ado, I'm going to show you this return. Okay, so it's like, yeah, it's some Colombia, as you can see, but you know what, let me actually zoom out a little bit, and you'll notice something. Okay, you'll notice something. Yeah, the customer actually cut into this shit. Okay, the customer actually cut into this thing. Just look at this. This is the other part. Okay, this is the other part right there. Okay, so I have no idea why the customer did this, but he actually cut into this shit right there. Some customer actually did this. Okay, yeah, I do not know what to tell you. Okay, this is some bullshit. This is the way Amazon, like, and the thing is, the worst part of all this is that Amazon do not care about this, and they will not reimburse you, because it's in their policy that they are not going to reimburse you for customers damaged returns. Okay, and so pretty much they are not going to do shit about this, and you just need to absorb the loss, pretty much. Okay, so it's really bad. I think we should hold Amazon accountable for this stuff, because it is not okay. Customers cannot get away with this, and like right now, customers can get away with this, like unless they really abuse and return a lot of stuff. Like they can return damaged stuff like this, and nothing is going to happen to them. Okay, they are not going to need to reimburse the product, and I think that it is really immoral for Amazon to allow stuff to allow customers to actually do this. You know, it's actually wrong. But I wanted to take this opportunity to talk to you guys about the importance of actually knowing your numbers, right? Because if you do not account for stuff like this, you may think that you are actually making money while you are actually losing a lot of money. Because there's no way that I cannot do anything with this. Okay, I'm gonna need to throw it away. That's the only thing that I can do with it. Okay, I cannot resell it on any other platform as used, because it is literally cut in half. Okay, so you should know your numbers, and you should use a tool like Sellerboard. By the way, if you want to try Sellerboard, there's a link in the description that's going to give you a 2-month free trial. Okay, so it's a must-have tool in my opinion, because you need to know your numbers, and I'm going to show you exactly what you need to know. Exactly. So you guys know that when you sell on Amazon, you get a lot of returns. A small part of those returns will be put back in stock when they're inspected by Amazon, okay? But another part of these returns are going to be sent back to you, and you're going to need to inspect them yourself to send them back, because Amazon deemed them unresellable, right? 85% of the time, when something is deemed unresellable by Amazon, you are not going to be able to, pretty much, you know, you are going to be able to actually resend it to Amazon. I'm sorry, because most of the time, you know, they are just lazy and they are not looking at returns. They are just saying that stuff is unresellable while they actually are, you know. And like maybe 15% of the time, you know, like you're gonna have some stuff that is damaged, but that most of the time you can actually sell on eBay, you know. But when it's crazy shit like this, you cannot sell it on eBay. So you need to actually compute this in your number. And so this is, by the way, this is a demo account on Sellerboard. Okay, it's not my account. Like, do not go and look for those products, because I'm not even sure that they exist. Let me check. Those products do not even exist. Okay, so do not go and waste your time. But the thing that is really good with Sellerboard is that when you actually are selling some ASINs, you can actually get a better understanding of your numbers if you actually go to the more info tab right here, okay? And so you're gonna have the number of returns that you've had, and you know what, let me look at, not as today, but let's look at last month, at the product that this account sold last month. And if you click on more, you can see your return rate, okay? And by the way, it's going to compute your profit for every single ASIN, including the returns, okay? So you can have a better idea of your returns. So for example, this product has a really low refund rate, okay? 0.53%, okay, which is close to nothing, and it has like 44.44% of those returns are resellable, okay? So almost half of those returns are resellable. This is something that is really important, okay? Because you need to, like, the return rate is not going to give you the whole story about a product, okay? Some products will have close to 100% resellable, like 100% of those returns will be resellable, and some of them 100% of those returns will not be resellable, okay? So especially if you go with products like makeup and all that stuff, it will almost never be resellable because people actually open it, and you cannot sell those with open packaging. But there's a lot of stuff like clothing, like shoes, stuff like that, and most of the time you're going to be able to resend you're going to be able to send the return back to Amazon, right? And to actually resell them, okay? So this is something that you really need to keep in mind. Really start looking into the return rate and the resellable rate for every single one, and the sellable returns for every single one of your ASINs, and look at the return on investment, the resulting return on investment, because once again, so a product that has a 20% return rate, but that have 100% of those returns that are resellable, is not going to be as bad as a product that is going to be pretty much the same thing as a product that is not going to be as bad actually as a product that has a 10% return and a 100% and a 0% sellable return rate, okay? So this is something that you really need to understand, because returns by themselves do not tell you the whole story, because if Amazon just inspect them most of the time and actually put them back in stock, it's going to cost you way less money than if they actually have to send them back to you, and you know, and if you have 10% of everything that they send back to you that is damaged and that you cannot resell anywhere, you actually lose a lot of money. So the return rate, and this is why I always tell you guys, the return, you should not look at data in a vacuum, at the data point in a vacuum, right? It is all about context, you know? So if, for example, I was selling a product like this one, okay, that, or like that had a 5% return rate, but that the 5% that I get back, that Amazon sent me back, is damaged inventory that I cannot resell anywhere, I'm going to lose a lot of money, right? Compared to something that has a 10% return rate and that everything, like almost everything, goes back in stock in Amazon, it's fine, okay? I would take this instead of the 5% return rate that has damage, you know? So this is why you actually need to look deeper into your numbers. Sellerboard is a great tool to actually help you do this. And regarding Amazon, you know, we need to find, like, there's no way that, you know, it should not be acceptable that a customer can actually return something like this and not get into trouble, okay? At least with Amazon, with their account, with all that stuff, okay? It doesn't make sense to me. It's not okay, because, you know, at the end of the day, I do not care about a couple of dollars, you know, it's the cost of doing business. But there's something that actually bothers me with this, and we should actually, as sellers, we should actually all get together to make sure that Amazon actually, that we have a way to, because you have a way, you can complain, but like most of the time, you know, Amazon is going to tell you that it's in their policy that they do not do anything for customer returns, that damage customer returns. So, you know, it's really bad that, you know, it's so hard to, you can actually do something, but it's so hard to actually get customer to be held accountable for bullshit like this, you know, because at the end of the day, you know, I can do the same thing. I can just buy a lot of stuff, damage it, or say that I did not receive it, and like Amazon is going to side with the customer all the time. So this is some bullshit sometimes. I think Amazon is a little bit too extreme with this, but what can I do, okay? At the end of the day, we are making a ton of money by selling on Amazon. This is the cost of doing business, but it bothers me a little. And let me know if this actually bothers you guys as well in the comments. And yeah, that's what I wanted to talk in today's video. Hopefully you learned one thing or two with Sellerboard, and you start using Sellerboard to track your numbers, because you need to know your numbers. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow for a new video. As always, thank you for watching, and watch this video, by the way, if you want to keep learning about selling on Amazon.